What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Tandy's Garage. It has been a while since I put a video up, mainly because we actually ended up moving. And so a couple months ago, we used to actually live in Delaware in a very small townhouse when I got the ZL1 last October. And then we ended up moving, and when we sold our house, obviously the housing market's absolutely crazy right now. So we sold our house and traveled around the country for about a month and a half. And then after that, we got a big, nice house up in Michigan. And then after that, we got a nice big house in Michigan with this big garage, which provides me a lot of space to do a lot of builds, work on my ZL1, work on my dirt bike that needs a lot of work. And I'm super excited to be building up the channel a little bit more. I also got this really cool light set up, so I've been playing around with it a little bit. It makes the quality a lot nicer. Anyhow, so what do I want to do with this channel now that I'm back into it and I want to put a little bit more effort into it? So let's start off with the ZL1 first. So if you don't know Eun Olsen, he is a guy, he's a skier that I've been following for years. And I have always taken a bunch of inspiration from his cars. And if you don't know him and his cars, I'll put up a bunch of his pictures and videos now. As you can tell, he does a very Winter Warrior-esque type feeling or thing that he does with his cars. And I've always been into skiing. I've always been into winter stuff, snowboarding, skiing, all that stuff. And I've always wanted to take a ZL1 and make it into a Winter Warrior. I feel like when you're taking like an exotic car or you're taking a sports car or something that is definitely not made for the winter, and then you're like winterizing it, it is like, it sticks out like a sore thumb, which is like, I don't know, to me just is really cool to see something like that epic at the ski resort. So, that being said, what I'd like to do is, sorry, I had to switch out my lens really quick. So, ZL1, making it a Winter Warrior. Obviously, it's completely stock right now, and I love it the way it is. Like, I love the paint color, I love the carbon fiber hood, I love the fact that it has a moonroof, like, I love that it's an automatic. I know I'm gonna get hate from manual people, but it is completely stock right now. There's a bunch of different things that I want to do with it to make it more into a Winter Warrior. And over the next couple months, obviously, you will see me building up this to be that Winter Warrior. Obviously, I also need to save up the budget to do those things, so we're gonna do them piece by piece. Also, this got a little light there. Really quick. The car, as of right now, is, like I said, completely stock. Like, it doesn't even, like, the air intake is not, it's completely stock. Along with making it a Winter Warrior, I'd like to make it have a lot more horsepower. Not like 650 isn't enough, but you know what I mean. Like, when you're getting up into, like, twin turbo Huracans and stuff like that, 650 doesn't look like much. Even if it's just a couple more horsepower, I don't think I'm going to be twin turboing the car, but as of right now, I'd like to put a little bit more horsepower into it. So that is the plan right now with the ZL1. Okay, anyhow, the other thing I have back here too is a Yamaha WR 250 dirt bike. My wife actually got this for me a couple months ago, and I've taken it out a couple times to rip it around, and it's been great. And she got like a really freaking good deal on this. Normally this bike is like $3,500 and she got it for like $1,500. So shout out to my wife for like knocking it out of the park with this. So I have this 250, I have a 125, and then my kids have a little 50cc. What I want to do is, obviously the bike's got a lot of issues. The fork seals are leaking, the tires are all chewed up. Truthfully, this whole thing probably needs a tear down. But something I've been thinking about is On YouTube, there is a lot of great automotive content. So obviously we have, DD, TJ Hunt, those kind of people that put out like ridiculously good content, and eventually we'll get there too. However, on YouTube, there is very little dirt bike content. And if there is, it's just mediocre at best. And so that's another kind of facet that I want to try and tackle, is putting out dirt bike content that is actually appealing to watch. Obviously it's a little harder to like hold a camera while driving a dirt bike because you really need two hands to do that, but we're gonna do our best to make the dirt bike content really epic on this channel. So that being said, the next couple months, we're gonna be working on making this a winter warrior. Right now it's mid-May, so we got some time before the snow really starts to hit up here in Michigan. And then the dirt bike, we are gonna be working on that and going on a lot of adventures. That being said, that's only the next couple weeks, couple months with the channel. The long-term plan for me is I'd like to get a build. Now, I'd like to purchase something off of Copart, obviously something wrecked because it's Copart, but buying something off of Copart, I have a couple ideas of what I want, and I'll talk about that in the next video. Buying something off of Copart, fixing it up. Like I said, garage is huge. I could probably put a lift in here if I really wanted to, so it gives me a lot of space to be able to work on the things that I want to. I will talk about that in another video of what kind of car I'm potentially looking at getting to rebuild, or getting an older car to build. So that is in the fall of what we're looking at for the channel, is what I'm planning on. Now I have some other epic plans for the channel, but I'm gonna keep those secret, and hopefully those will pan out over the rest of the year and into next year, depending on how big this channel blows up. All right, so that's it. That's the plan for the next couple months for the channel. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Like I said, if you subscribe, we're gonna have a bunch of epic content coming out. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you in the next one.